back from Toronto, I went there for 4 days, and it was like the longest. I just wanted to get back to my boy and stuff. It's pretty cool, you know. Being a parent's pretty amazing, pretty magical. We've also lucked out that my son is just really cool. He's really bright, really fun, and just real positive, smart kid. Like, he's going to be smarter than I am. He already is, like I said earlier. So, you know, we lucked out, because one thing I was afraid of is my kid being a jerk.
It can happen these days. So
yeah, it's a roll of the dice, right? It's a roll of the dice. You never know what you're going to get. So we lucked out, and my wife and I decided basically that we were only ever going to have one child. So you know, worked out great. I think the secret for me though is a couple things. My wife and I waited to have a kid a little bit later than most of our friends. So that we could make sure that we had the financial stability to be able to continue on with our jobs and be able to hire help. So we have a full-time nanny, or she's not full-time, but every weekday, she comes in to the house and she's fantastic. Absolutely love her. Keep in mind, she's in my work area, right? This is like inviting a stranger into my work area. And so luckily we got along, and she's really fantastic. And then I go off to work in my studio, and she watches him all day till about 6 o'clock. And then my wife comes home, or I'd watch the boy for about an hour. And then my wife comes home. We have dinner together. We all play together, and then bed. And then the three of us spend all the weekends together, Saturday and Sunday, every weekend. Family days. So, you know, we're super fortunate that we can hire a nanny. I know not everyone's in that position, but I mean, that's made our life incredibly. I feel like we're cheating sometimes with the parenting. Also, just the year that we're in, like the diaper genie and stuff like that, where you can put the diaper in the thing and it covers it up, and then you don't smell it and everything. It's like, and the stripes on the diapers so that when they get wet, they turn blue. Like, what is this? What year? This is like cheating, man. It's so easy. You know, that's the one thing they didn't tell me in prenatal class that I wish people would just say more is like, bro, you got this. This is not any, like, it's hard, okay? It's hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as hard as people make it out to be, though. Or hey, and every kid's different and every parent's different. My personal experience is the first 6 months were particularly difficult because of lack of sleep. But that aside, this has been fantastic. I mean, it's not easy, but it's not the nightmare that everybody was making it out to be before my son was born. And by the way, my son is in the chat here. I was asked how old he is. He's he's 20 months now, so a year and a half, basically.
Wow. Yeah, pretty close to ours. Pretty close to ours then.
See, I told you guys were separate at birth.
I know. We're gonna, like I said, so I'm gonna have to, when we next break, I'm gonna have to get your actual real name, so that I can find you on Facebook, because I don't want to spoil your secret identity or anything like that. You know.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, how about we play your next song, which you did an awesome thing because it's a segue to Spiders and my new show starting. Well, it's going to be once every once or 2 months probably, because it's going to be a very special show. It's called Spotlight.
Nice.
We're going to feature Spotlight. It's going to be for tribute bands and cover bands that come on the air to play their music and talk about the people or era that they actually play with. And
awesome.
If we don't have a guest host to come on, then we'll just talk about that certain person. And we on our debut will be Prince.
Nice. So hopefully you'll play this cover I did on that show as well.
Yes,
because I think it would fit in well.
Yep.
Good timing.
Yeah, I know, right?
So should I give you a little preamble about the song before you play it?
Yes. Oh, before you do that, I want to let you guys know on Saturday, I am going to be getting a tattoo with Prince's symbol on my heart.
Ooh,
so
nice.
once it's all done, I'll post it on Facebook because I'm going to go. I have like I've paid a little bit more on it today, so I got $21 on it left, so I'll pay that on Saturday, and it'll be on my body on Saturday.
It's funny, I don't have any tattoos, but I'm about to get my first tattoo, which is a symbol of Roland the Gunslinger from the Stephen King books. Because my son's name, I named my son Roland after that character. So I'm going to find, my wife and I are going to get matching tattoos, and I'm really nervous about it because I don't like things that hurt.
It doesn't hurt that bad. I mean, I have one tattoo already.
It depends on where you get it too, right?
Yes,
so I'm going to get it on my forearm. I hear that one's kind of painful, but whatever, it'll be worth it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to look badass. It's going to be great.
All right. So talk about this show.
Okay, so this song I did. Obviously, Prince passed away recently, and there's all of these tributes and things coming out, and so I was inspired. I wanted to cover this song for a number of years, actually. As Kisses Kill, and it was just kind of a bit of a pipe dream in the back of my head. But then Prince passed away, and I thought, you know what, this would be a good thing to do. So I picked. So my favorite. This is controversial. Here you go. It's a controversial talk show. This is controversial. My favorite Prince album is the Batman soundtrack. By far, by a lot. And I recognize all of his other material is fantastic. But the thing about the Batman soundtrack that appealed to me when I was young was that it was really dark and really edgy. And I think of all his albums, it is the darkest and the edgiest and the closest to what I would call industrial. And it also was the first time that it was the first time I heard about Prince, because that soundtrack was really popular at the time. So, it was the first time I had ever heard of an artist who wrote, produced, and performed, and recorded, and mixed all of his own music all by himself in the studio. And I think that when you think about it, was kind of a logical first step into the world of, say, Trent Reznor and industrial music and all of that, and all of these various artists who kind of all do the kind of the one-man band thing. So Prince that album was incredibly influential on me at the time, and so I've always toyed around with. I think I picked it up on CD a few years back, and I remember hearing this song "Electric Chair," and I thought, oh man, that would translate really well into like an industrial kind of rock tune or whatever. So I went ahead and just did it for fun. It's also good practice to do covers of songs, because I find that when I deconstruct a song, I really learn a lot about that producer or that songwriter, and so I learned a lot doing this. And this is the world premiere. Nobody in the entire world has heard this yet, except a friend. One very close friend of mine has heard it. So there you go. It's the world premiere. I haven't even released it yet. I'll probably be releasing it next week on probably on my SoundCloud page or something like that.
All right. Okay, guys. Here is Electric Chair by Kiss Is Kill. Ooh, I like it already.
Danced with all the time I was watching you. The music rocked us, our eyes locked us, making us see a trippy picture shoe. Oh, if a man is considered guilty for what goes on in his mind, then give me the electric chair for all my future crimes. Oh. My make up our minds, love, to commit the crimes of passion that sets us free. Loving you, loving
Well, that was some boring music.
Spike?
Come on, where's the Justin Bieber? Where's the Katy Perry? Where's the Fallout Boy?
Noddle, you have witch powers. Turn him into a chipmunk and feed him to the owl outside.
I will do no such thing. We're here to talk about our website.
HomeCanineNeutering.com?
What?
No! InvaderPet.com, where people can check out our comic strips or locate bookstores selling bookmarks with our comics on them. So, listeners, want to see comics of me, Noddle the Witch, my pets Kaylee Cat and Spike Beagle? Go to InvaderPet.com and check us out.
Seriously, though, you guys really have a canine neutering website?
Magical Things offers fantasy art for festival and everyday living, featuring the fine arts and craft creations of Marjorie Delaney on practical printed products such as journals, mugs, costuming, wearable art, formal wear, and accessories. We also carry a line of magical supplies, including candles, oils, herbs, and limited ritual items. All items are created in a scenic studio space in Culpeper, Virginia, and available throughout the world online, as well as at festivals and events. Magical Things offers custom creations too, such as costuming, illustrations, and more. Come visit us at magicalfantasy.com.
Spider, guess what?
What?
We're having a fundraiser.
A fundraiser?
Yeah, we're going to have fun with our Sponsor Appreciation Day to help Let's Talk About the Music raise funds to keep us on the air.
Oh, that's right. You and I will go over sponsorship levels, Music Boost, Patreon, on-location packages, and the best part, we are going to introduce all the sponsors that we have right now.
Our Sponsor Appreciation Day will be on July 20th, 2016 from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll also play a few of our music video picks, too.
Don't miss it.
Let's talk about the music.com.
Join us here July 27th on Let's Talk About the Music for a night of musician philosophy. We'll be discussing life as a musician, playing shows, tour follies, and how music can impact the human soul. With our guests, Sean Marquette of Maximus, Sean Segura from Serial Obsession, and from Spider in the Hall, co-host Craig Houston. It all gets started Wednesday night, 8 p.m., right here on Let's Talk About the Music.